Ms. Nyberg, thank you so much for speaking with us today. So before this posting, you mentioned that you worked for the UN in EU security and disarmament. How was that experience different from working at the embassy, specifically as a woman?
Well, at the UN, the agenda comes pretty much as given. There are certain meetings that are organized and you prepare for those meetings. And whereas here, you pretty much set your own agenda. Much of the issues are, of course, the top priorities that are happening in the world at the moment, but you kind of have to make your own network of people. And there's a lot of work that goes into that you find the right people to talk to in here, and that you kind of know what to prioritize. Whereas at the UN, the people also coming as given. You go to UN and there are 200 people that you can right away meet and chat with, and they do the same work as you do. So in that way, I think UN work was easier in a way. You didn't have to think so much what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Whereas here, you kind of do have to make your own profile. Being a woman in UN and here, to be honest, I haven't really noticed such a big difference in that. I was working with security issues or disarmament issues at the UN, so there might have been a bit less women than men, but it didn't really impact the way that I was working mostly.
Great. So Finland is ranked as one of the highest countries in terms of gender equality. What, in your opinion, are the most important factors to bring to other countries to help improve their levels of gender equality as well as the number of women in diplomacy and government?
I think it all comes from childhood and education. It's something that the schools should provide knowledge of how important this equality is. And it's not only about educating women, it's also about educating the boys and men so that they know the importance of equality. So I think if you have this in your education system, I think you're doing a lot of good on gender equality already.
Finally, what advice would you give to women who are looking to enter the field of diplomacy?
Well, my first advice was to not see yourself as less value or less talented or less good just because you're women. I think I've never been undermined as a diplomat just because I'm a woman. So never go with that attitude. You're just as good as men are. But secondly, and this goes to everybody, not just women, when you enter diplomacy, it's really good to have a little bit of humbleness and accept the fact that you have a lot to learn from other cultures and from everybody. And nobody and no country is perfect.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.